Good morning, I'm Olivia. Welcome to my Silversneakers Flex Chart Yoga class. Let's get going. Sit against the back of the chair. I like that when the head goes back and you laugh. So good. All right, settle on in. Open your eyes really wide. And then just let all those muscles of your face relax. Your eyes drift closed. Your teeth unclench. Powerful jaw muscles relax. Maybe you unfurl those eyebrows. And then just tap into your breath right away. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Plant the feet on the earth. Settle into the chair. Let the front body sink to the back body. Just let the corners of your mouth turn up an ever so slight smile. Just for no reason at all. Just for the joy of smiling. Take a really deep breath in. And on the exhale, let's move out to the edge of the seat. I need to move this back just a little bit. I don't think you'll hit it. That's okay. Okay, edge of the seat. Again, feet right underneath your knees. Hands right there resting on the thighs. The shoulders just drop down. So the elbows are, it's like they're going to reach towards the earth right there. Tip your head and listen to the ceiling, so let that left ear lift up skyward. And then let's just, almost like you're shaking your head yes, in this sideways position, get into those different tendons and muscles in the neck there that need this stretch. And then come on back up. I'm going to use my finger and take my head over the shoulder there, or towards the shoulder. And if you use that finger, then you can see if you can just let the muscles in the neck relax and let the hand hold you there. All right, we go the other way. Listen to the ceiling. So lift. I say that because then it makes me sit up even taller. Lifting over. And find that range of motion. This right shoulder's pressing down. And then just a little side. Yes. Lifting back up, turn, look over that left shoulder and use your fingers there. And then as you get there, see if you can just let that neck relax. And then slowly come back to the front. All right, let's roll the shoulders. Oh. Right away. Crackling, popping, hear it? Feel it, as long as there's no pain. It's just air getting out of it. One more. And then let's take back to front. One time. All right. Outside edges come together here. And look at the way your fingers, those lines of your hand, mesh together, and see if you can get the elbows together as well. And then up, over, and around. Let's do it again. Line them up. Squeeze the elbows in if you can. Up, over, and around. Feels so good, I have to do it one more time. All right? On an inhale. Let's keep the arms out to the side. All right. Just have a tip in my rib cage here. And if the arms are too much, please feel free to take the hands down. It's okay. But sitting even on both sit bones here. All right, so I'm not riding up off of that left sit bone and then the right. They are pressing evenly. So I've firmed out my core muscles here to keep me pressing down. out the rib cage. I'm going to plant my left hand and let that right arm reach up to the ceiling, and then I'm going to take this little arc over. Reach a little further. You can come in front of the face here, but feeling that side stretch. All right, look to the arm and watch it circle around to the back. All right, we go the other way. Reach to the ceiling. Use this hand for support. And then we take this arc over. Sitting heavy on the left sit bone here still. And you can come in front of the face if that feels better to you. And look towards the arm. And then you're going to follow it around. All the way around. Give yourself a hug. Breathe. All right, so hands together at the heart. I'm going to push the right hand forward and draw that left one back. I'm going to roll back just a little bit. See if you can touch the seat. Come right back up. Again, same thing on the other side. Scoop in the belly. See if you can touch that seat with the elbow. You may or may not be able to reach it there, but I'm going to tuck the tailbone underneath me. And right back up. And again, tucking underneath. And right back up to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Reach them up. We take this hinge at the hip. Halfway rise. Bringing the heart forward. Ooh, that feels good. Breathe. And release. And I'm going to put my hands on the thighs and round the spine. Back up. All right. Taking the legs apart. Let's take this around the world. And take this as deep as you'd like. And then coming up over that left leg, hands on that left knee, down. With the straight back, you're going to hinge at the hip. And then drop, look down towards the toes, push off that hand, round back up. And then we'll go the other way. Yeah, no, around first. I think this is the other way. And again. Okay, and then we come up looking over that right leg. You're going to hinge at the hip. So that heart is pulling forward. Oh, that's where you'll feel that nice stretch in there. Hold there, stay there for a bit. Breathe into the back. And then release down. Push off that leg and round back up. Let's bring just that right leg in. And just circle that left one around on the ground. All right, so we're going to grab hold of it and continue that motion. This right leg is firmly planted on the ground, so it's not moving at all. And again. All right, bring the knee into the chest. Drop the forehead. And let it extend back out. Long leg. If you need to support it, please do. Here's the exhale. Rounding the back. Pull that navel in towards your spine. Inhale, up, open wide. Exhale. Oh, nice stretch across the back. Inhale, lift the heart, stretch the front body, stretch the back body. And we're going to hold this out here and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Drag it back in. Extend it out. Lower it down. Drag it back in. And again, extend it back out. All right, we take the other leg. We went around first, that's right. All right, and then we lift it, same motion. All right, so right to the center. Deep breath in, tip of the sit bones. Exhale, roll back towards the fleshy part. And inhale as you come back, extend that leg, lift the front body, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stay out here, we pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. And then drag it in, up, and out. If you need to use your hand, do so. If not, don't. 2 more times. And last one. And all the way down. Cross that left hand over. We're going to turn to the right wall. Inhale, sit tall. And then we slide that hand through and we go the other way. Inhale, sit tall. Keep that hand back there. Grab hold of the chair. Take the other hand back. Grab hold of the chair. And then Just lift the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Lift the heart. You don't have to lift the head back, just lift the heart. All right, and then we're going to take these fists, palm and a fist right between your knees, and squeeze inward. Now find length in the spine as you do this, all right? So I'm going to connect the ribs to the hips. Breathe into the belly there. And then hold. Not your breath, just the movement. Shoulders are dropping down. One more breath. All right. And release. Okay, we're going to get up. What we're going to rock and roll today. We're going to go back, lift the feet, stand up, skip up. All right? If you don't want to do it, that's okay. Don't feel like you have to. A little bit of momentum gets you up pretty easy though, doesn't it? Yeah. And again. All right, we'll stay up on this one. And here we are, all the way up, reach to the ceiling. Take the gaze up. There's something there that's got it coming out of the top shelf. Reach, and then circle the arms down. All right, coming back to mountain pose. Put the heels right underneath the sit bones. I need to take mine a little bit closer. When I turn the tailbone towards the earth, my knees soften a little bit. Let's not close our eyes. We don't have a chair in front of us. And then let the elbows tuck in right next to the waistline. And I don't mean to hyperextend this. They're just going to draw in there just a little bit. So it may be your thumbs that start to press forward. It may be the palms. It depends on your range of motion around your shoulders. And then see if you can find something straight ahead that's not moving. See how still you can get in this position. Feel those feet fire on. I'm going to help you do this. All right, let's see if we can do this without going to the back. Left hand right here. My hips are going to push over to the right. And then we'll go the other way. Hips push over to the left. So you get a little more side stretch there. All right, lovely. Step out. And as you do this, let one heel leave the earth and just let your arms kind of slap around your body here. Like you got a coat you're swinging without any arms in it. I like that image. I remember doing that as a kid. All righty, now to the back side. Okay. Oh, and have a drink of water too. Why not? Of course. Greet your neighbor. It's okay. All right. Into downward facing dog. Step on back. Splay the fingers out. Tip the pelvis forward. Let it fall onto the thigh muscles. Can you imagine that? And then imagine somebody's pulling your tailbone to the back wall. Now they're trying to pull your tailbone over towards the right wall. And then over to the left wall. Back to the center. Gazing up over the chair. Let's take a halfway step in from where your chair feet were and where the chair is. I have to dry my hands off. They're greasy hands. Or they're wet. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. Okay, so right here. I want you to bend the elbows. They're going to come towards the earth and come right back up. Right, and they're not falling. Your head's not coming all the way down. Just let these elbows come down about parallel to the earth. Okay, so we're getting a little tricep workout here. And push back up. So I am taking my weight onto the chair. Those elbows are going to want to splay out. Try to keep them drawing towards the earth. And then we're just going to hold this here, parallel to the earth. Let the heart come forward. We do this when we are on the floor, on our bellies, legs extended behind. We call it Sphinx pose. Yeah. And push all the way back up. All right, just a little stretch in the back of the arms, lift the elbows. All right, step that right foot in. Let's turn the left toe out. I'm going to turn to the side so people can see me here. And then I'm going to rock back and lift up. Rock back and lift up. You want to let that back foot leave the earth. That's great. Come down low, bend both knees. Lift up. And again, hand on the chair if you need it. It's right there. All right. And again, come down low. Stay up high. Your choice. And again, 2 more. Guess what? We're going to hold this upward or front motion. You can keep the foot on the ground or let it leave and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stay there. Keep it up. Arm out. And then elbow and knee are going to come together and lift. You can touch it on the ground in the back. Or just extend it. And in and out. In and out. A couple more. See if you can get them together. If not, wherever you can. Last one. All right, and we switch. So we go the other way. Step back on the right foot, back, come right back up, lift the foot if you'd like, go down low. It's like you're going to pick something up from the back, push it in that top shelf, and again. Use the chair if you need to. Again. 2. And last one. And here we go. We're going to hold this. Use the chair if you need to right here and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, elbow and knee together and back and in. When you can't get it up, just bring it wherever you can. 4 more. 3. It's better than squats, I think, sometimes. 2. And last one. All right, let's go back to downward facing dog. And any movement you need here, for me it's always tip my pelvis forward and a little movement of my hips side to side, but whatever works for you here. All right, gazing over the chair, walk the feet in and wide. We're not sure with the part, we're just gonna go side to side. Lift the toe. I want you to push the toe down into the ground and let that drive you up, all right? So just push the toe downward. And again. All right, so we're gonna stay over here. Keep that foot lifted, circle the ankle. All right, and I'm holding on to the chair. And pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go the other way. Lift it, hold it. Now, watch we're not turning to the foot. Face me. Pulse. 8, 7, 6. Working the outside. 4, 3, 2, and circle it around. We didn't do that. When I drop this foot, I'm going to turn the toe to the right wall. Step back on the left and find our warrior 2. Okay, so head over heart over pelvis to the front. Just enjoy this first. I want you to press the feet down into the earth. Press the fingers forward, tuck the chin, and thumbs to the ceiling. We're going to open this super wide now. Yes, pressing back as far as you're comfortable without hyperextending this, keeping the tailbone to the ground. Stretch, and then find that warrior 2. Look over the 2 peace fingers right there. You have lifted the arms, lengthen, and now drop the shoulders to do that. All right, and then we windmill, lifting up and going the other way. I'm just going to touch the fingers to my knees in the front and then in the back. That front knee is over the ankle. Look super, everyone. And down. And again. And down. And let's hold this side angle. And then look to the front. Yeah, I'm just resting my hand here. You've got that chair for balance. You've got this chair for balance if this doesn't feel good on your arm. All right? And that's just fine. Look down towards the earth. Look back towards the front, towards the ceiling. Look to the front towards the earth. So it's like you're shaking a no. And be sure you've got that baby toe edge of the foot on the ground, on both feet actually. All right. And then look to the front. Go ahead and let that hand drop down. I'm going to turn my shoulders, so I'm going to come between my foot and the chair here. And I'm going to hinge at the hip. Now I'm not bending my knee any deeper. I'm going to hinge at the hip. Let that heart move forward. Drop the head, look towards the back heel. Lift the head, lift the heart, get yourself back up, but keep that knee right over the ankle. Open wide. Ta-da! Reverse. Lifting up. Front Knees still over the ankle, right? Nothing's changed. Now you can use the chair. You could even slide that hand into your back right pocket. A little bit of a bind. That expands the chest. So take a deep breath in. All right, we level this out. Turn the toes. Deep breath in. We're going to draw this line up the ceiling with my 2 pointer fingers. Lifting up. Now sink into the knees as you open the arms. Deep breath in. Tuck the chin, hands back to the heart. Deep breath in. Sink into the knees. Lovely. And back. All right, so we're going to turn that left toe. Knee over the ankle. You situate your feet, whatever you need to do. Slide the arms out. Head over heart over pelvis here. Lovely. Thumbs to the ceiling. It's open as wide as you can. Give yourself a hug. And like you're taking your shirt off, we're going to land in Warrior 2, looking over those 2 peace fingers. Yeah. Nice. And then here we go. Do the same windmill. Touch the knee. Touching back. This is just the rib cage moving. So secure the feet. Secure the knees. Tracking over the toes. Keep those baby toe edges of your feet on the earth. Lovely. All right. And then we're going to hold this extended or side ankle right here. Reach it to the ceiling. Perfect. Bingo. Look to the ground. Look towards the front and towards the ceiling. So it's like you're shaking your head no as you look down. So feel the neck work here. It also challenges the balance a bit. So really firm up the core and the legs. All right, and then come looking to the front. We're going to come up. We're going to go down between this space right here, between the foot and the chair. I'm not going to bend my knee. I'm going to hinge at the hip. So think about letting that heart, the heart arc up and over. You got to get a closer look down there. And then you got to get a closer look at your back foot. We call it humble warrior. Coming right back up. All the way back up. Keep this front knee bent. We're going to lift into reverse. Doing straight move. Slide that hand maybe towards your chair, leg, back pocket. Take a very deep breath in now. Beautiful. And level this out. Let's bring the toes back to the front. Okay, deep breath in. Open. Bend the knees. Down and right back up. Some nice easy sunflowers. Sink down. Shoulders are on that wall behind you. Let's stay here now. I'm going to rotate around. Now, nothing moving in the hips. Come back to the front. So my knees and my toes are facing the front. Your toes could be turned out, but just nothing moving down there. Just in the upper body. Okay, let's just see if we can take this around here. I don't know what to do with the hands, but just in the upper body. And again. Oh. One more. All right. Walk your feet in. Go back to downward facing dog. Nicely done. Deep breath. Taking the gaze over the chair. Step in just a little bit. We'll take our first vinyasa. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway rise. And circle sweep. All the way back up. Lovely. Let's bring the hands to the chair here and take just a little standing cat and cow. Eyes up, heart forward. Exhale. Lift it from the side here. Tuck the tailbone around the spine. And again, eyes up, heart forward. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. The last one. And exhale. All right. Walk on into the chair. Grab yourself a drink of water. And we'll come back. Let's move out to the side of the chair. Now, we're going to step heel toe. So if you need to use that chair, then please get closer to it. Otherwise, I'm out to the side. I'm going to step heel toe. Coming forward. See if you can do this without looking at your feet. Maybe down a little bit. Try not to do it without looking at your feet. And if you are nervous about this, then once you don't go any further than the chair if you're going to need to use it. Okay. And then we'll go back the same way. So now we're just going to step across the midline. And if you've been told not to cross the midline, you know not to do this. And across. And across. Same thing. See if you can do it without looking at your feet. For me, I have to go toe ball heel. And I would bend my knees. All right. And then we'll go back. Same thing. Toe ball heel. Why we keep that chair handy, all right? And I'm bending my knees. All right, lovely. Turn to the right wall. Let's step that left foot forward and step back on the right. Let's go and put the foot down on the ground first because we're just going to swing that foot forward and then touch back. So a little more hip work here and touch back. Okay. 2 more. All right, this time when you land back, let's put the ball of the foot on the ground so you can keep that heel up. All right, sink into that back knee a little bit. Hold it. Look to the front. Hello. All right, rise up. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink into that back knee a little bit. And the front knee will happen. Turn to the front. Rise right back up. 2 more times. Sink down, hold it, hold it. Find your feet firmly planted there and see if you can add this rotation. Look to the front. All the way back up. Last one. And look to the front. Lovely. From here, both hands on the chair, I'm going to hinge at the hip. I'm not going to sink any deeper into my knee. But that's going to allow that back leg to straighten a wee bit more. And then let that left arm reach to your neighbor off to the left. Thumb to the ceiling, palm to me. Other hand, Sherry. Yep, there you go. The other left hand. Thumb to the ceiling, palm to me. So nice. Okay, we're going to circle sweep, come into high lunge. You may use that chair if you need to. High lunge. Drop your shoulders. Arms come down around. We're going to step both feet together. Forward fold. Halfway rise. That heart come forward, and then we're going to slide down the legs. And then I'm going to sink into my knees. And again, look to the front. Let that hand draw to your hip or the chair. Or back, whatever you want. Yeah. Twisted chair. I always like to look back to the ground first. And then stand up nice and tall. Deep breath in. And down. All right, we go to the other side. So my left foot is by the leg of the chair. And I'm going to sit back and then just swing that leg forward and back. Use the chair for balance. Get that leg up, whatever is comfortable for you. You can rock all the way back or just touch the toe. Doesn't matter. We're getting a little, the juice is flowing in that hip. You all are reaping the benefits of what I need today. Oh gosh. Okay, so here we go back. Now I'm going to keep that heel up in the back. I'm going to bend both knees, but mostly think about that back one bending because the front one will automatically follow. And then turn to the right, turn to the front of the room. Hold. Come back. Rise up. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink down to where you think you can hold this. Shoulders on the wall behind you. Turn to the front. We have this little rotation. Lovely. Go back, rise up. Exhale, sink down to where you think you can hold it. Keeping that heel up in the back. Watch that heel isn't dropping. You need to keep that heel up. Rise back up. Last time. Sink down, hold it, and we have this rotation. Okay, and I've moved this out of the way so you can see better. I'm going to hinge at the hip, And that's going to allow that back leg to straighten a bit more, right? Hands on the chair. Or reach that right arm to your neighbor on the right. Thumb to the ceiling here. Thumb to the ceiling. Pat, turn it up. There you go. Stretch your fingers out. Yeah. You got it. You got it. Yes, you do. Okay, we're going to circle sweep that arm. Step both feet together. Here's our vinyasa. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Oh my gosh. Exhale, slide down. Press the hands just there at the knees. Now, to give the knees a little bit of love and squeeze them in there. And then we're going to bend the knees. Draw that right hand maybe to your hip, maybe to the chair, maybe to your neighbor off to the right. We come into twisted chair. Y'all are so good. Circle sweep, reach to the ceiling. And all the way back down. Beautiful. You should have seen them. Twisted lunge and twisted chair. Same motion. One time you had the leg out, the other time you had it in there. Beautiful. Have a drink of water. I told you lots of times I lay in bed awake trying to think, how can I get them to do that just right? That worked great. All right, triangle pose, and then we'll balance. Let's take the feet out once again. Toes to the front. Wide standing mountain pose. Let's take the gaze up. Now imagine your knuckles are brushing the wall behind you. All right? So you want to keep them wide. Drop the shoulders. Back down. So just my arms are moving. A little bend in my knees. All right, we're going to turn, palms together, we're going to turn that right toe to the right wall. And let's see if we can move as a unit here. So we're going to keep the hands hinging there at the hip and then open the arms. Wherever that arm lands, you're it. This is in my way today. You're in triangle pose. That left arm stays up as high as you can. This is fine, whatever works for you here. Looking down towards the toes, maybe look towards the front, maybe look towards the arm. But keep hinging at the hip here. I have a straight back from my tailbone to the crown of my head. I'm not arcing over, right? All right, let that arm circle down and around and come right back up. We're going to come into sky archer. So the hips have now leveled up. We're going to reach to the ceiling. Tailbone going right to the ground again. It's just like it's like a reverse triangle. Breathe. Be as tall as you can here. Yeah. All right. Turn that right toe to the front and both arms up. And again, we go the other way. Turn that left toe. First, we're going to hinge at the hip, keeping the arms up here. And then when you've said, we've gone enough, we open now. But follow its way down to your leg there. And that right arm stays put. If it can, you take the gaze to the ceiling and then continue to push the hips to that right wall. Put a little bend in the knee, lift yourself right back up. We're going to come into our reverse sky archer. Reaching up. Not sure if we got to do it the same way on the other side, but it'll work. Think about lifting the heart even higher. Yep, I saw some change there. That's great. Turn the toe back to the front. And come into just star pose. Drop your shoulders. Lovely. Okay. Feet are outside the hip line here. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to walk at this right foot in so it's kind of inside the chair. Use the right hand on the chair and let that left leg pop up. And the hand is up if you need the chair here, anywhere, it's fine. Keeping this foot flexed here. This leg is extremely strong. It won't drop down. Half moon pose. and then into our tree pose. Bring that foot in either on the ground or on the calf muscle. And then let this arm float inward. And you may stay right here, or take the other arm, or find tree branches for your tree. Come back to your breath. That's your focus. And then drop that foot down. So this one should be on the inside of that chair right there. You check the other leg out, and I'm going to use my left hand on the chair. Let it lift. Remember how we were toes to the front here? It's just going to lift, all right? Palm up. Or arm up if that's accessible. Little micro bend in that supporting leg. Half moon pose. And from here into our tree pose. So I'm going to put the foot down. Here, I've got one hand at my heart. You choose your next adventure from here, all right? But come back to just your breath. And all the way back down. Back to mountain pose. Give yourself a pat on the back. That's what's going on in my head. A virtual pat on your back. All right, back to downward facing dog. Let's step the feet wide this time, so wider than chair width if you can. And then just a little push of the hips side to side. With legs pretty straight, little bend, always a little bend. And walking your feet back in, take the gaze over the chair, and then push hands into the chair, up a little bit higher, really working the back. Upward facing dog, we call this. Lovely. Go ahead and walk into the chair. All right, have a drink, let's sit back down. Very, very nice. Very nice. On the edge of the seat still. So feet are comfortably apart. I just want you to round the upper back into this. So to undo what just happened in that upward facing dog there. And then just sit up nice and tall. Let's lift up on that right leg. Out to the side. And then we're going to bring it across. If you don't need to use your hand, don't. And then use it when you need it to. Okay, crossing the midline, not an option. Put it down on the ground. Sole the feet together. That is just fine. Keeping that foot flexed. Sort of pull up on the outside edge and press down on the knee. Feeling that stretch. Pressing that low back forward. Come back to just your breath. That's what I need to do on this. It's just forget about what's going on and just breathe. Put that foot on the ground, long spine. We rotate. And just placing the hands there. So I want you to concentrate on the fact that the shoulders are parallel to the earth. Your spine is as tall as it can be. Draw that right shoulder back just a little bit more. Lift the heart a little more. And then come to your breath. Slowly come back to the front. All right, other knee comes up. And out to the side. And then we're going to cross it in. If you don't need to use a hand, don't. And then use it when you need to. Same thing here. Keep the toe flexed. I'm going to hold on to the outside edge. See if I can open this a little bit more. Press that low back forward. Hinge at the hip, whatever feels good to you here. Come to the breath. Drop that foot down. Nice and tall. Here's the inhale. And exhale, we're going to rotate. Just place the hands gently wherever that feels good. And then be sure the shoulders, feel that they are parallel to the earth here. Draw that left shoulder back a little bit more. Lift the heart a bit more. Yeah. So your knees are coming to the front, both of them, but your shoulders are moving towards the side wall or the diagonal, whatever is accessible. And then slowly come on back to the front. Nice and tall. Slide one leg out, onto the chair, into the palms. Now instead of out here, tuck the elbows in and just lift the heart. It's coming right from here, right to the front. My head isn't falling back. I'm just lifting the heart. Watch the shoulders are not dropped, the shoulders down. Now if you'd like to slide the other leg out, on the heels, toes to the ceiling, reverse plank. But you can feel free to draw one foot back in too. Nice. All right. And they both come back in. And slide down the legs. Look towards the ground. Breathe into the back ribs. Let them lift to the ceiling. And then exhale, roll the spine back up. All right, we push all the way back to the back. And let your spine just sort of melt into the chair there. Oh my goodness. All right. You want the feet on the ground? Go ahead and scooch forward. Look at that.
That's all right.
You are a good 3 inches off the ground. You could, if you're comfortable tucking them underneath
yeah,
you.
I do
Yeah, for sure. If that feels better too. Close your eyes. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath if you haven't already. That's going to open the heart a wee bit more. And when the heart is lifted just a little bit, the mood goes up. If you have started to release the corners of your mouth down into that frown, bring them back up. I call it mid-September joy. Wiggle your fingers, bring the hands together at your heart. Drop your chin to your chest. Remembering a heart of peace shall give life to the whole body. Namaste. Namaste. Isn't that true? It is a gorgeous September day, mid-September.